Here in Rajasthan, the locals call it Mor Todni, the peacock killer. But how it looks is a mystery and now becoming a myth. Few people, if any, have seen one. Fascinated by it since I was a kid, I knew they were around us. Somewhere out there on a wild plateau roams an agile and slender wildcat with tufted ears. It can leap 10 feet into the air to catch its prey and takes down creatures 3 times its size. As a naturalist and tracker, I had to find this species, so I began reading everything I could about them. Then in 2021, my friend Dicky himself, and he's photographer and conservationist, encouraged me to find one in the wild. We spoke about likely haunts, specific traits, and how to actually film one. Armed with my research, a single confirmed sighting and many unconfirmed ones, I set out into the unexplored areas of the Vindhya ranges in Rajasthan to find signs such as pug marks and scat and hopefully the cat itself. We were sunburnt and dehydrated after 10 days of temperatures that soared to 50 degrees in an unprotected wilderness in the rocky and dry scrublands of Rajasthan. It was then that we found 2 promising waterholes. Both were natural springs replenished by fresh water each morning. I knew we had struck gold because these areas attracted a variety of wildlife, including large numbers of sandgrouse and peacocks, and even some stray cattle. Occasionally, sloth bears would visit as well, so we could set up camp about a kilometer away from these spots and continued to scout for more locations and signs before returning home to rest while the remote cameras did their job. Days later, we returned to check the cameras and saw our first video of a wild caracal. It came by twice late at night to slake its thirst. We stayed on to reposition the cameras for better angles and succeeded in capturing some of the rarest daytime footage of a wild caracal in India. The Asiatic caracal's numbers have been in decline for years. Some estimates suggest fewer than 100 individuals remain in India now. But it has always been rare to see in the wild, and even pre-independence, most of the records can be traced back to when they were captured, trained and bred to catch prey like gazelle, black buck, hare, birds and even hunt down deer as part of the royal hunting practices. In the last decades, the exotic pet trade has continued to affect the wild population. You see more caracals on Instagram than they have been seen in any of our national parks in the last 10 years. This, along with habitat loss to agriculture, mining and development of different kinds, is the biggest threat to their future. These little seen, barely studied animals are icons of the wild world and a neglected landscape, India's unprotected grasslands and scrublands. If these black-eared ones are to survive the ravages of the Anthropocene, their habitat and the communities that they share it with will need our attention first.